So I just customized this on the Thunder Nova Plus 60 watt RF. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Hey, what's up guys? So what we're going to do today is we're preparing for the APA Expo just coming this week. So what we're doing is we're using this rack here that we purchased on Amazon to display our hats. So the idea is we're going to have our grid hooks that we have here at the shop, and we're going to display our hats on this rack just like so. And so we have a display that specifically came with this unit, and it's this little dome piece that goes in here like so. But we want to use our Thunder laser to engrave a custom branding on this piece here. So we're going to put our actual logo on this. You could even brand this part. Maybe if you had tools or supplies here, you know, you can brand that as well. There's two of these, one here, and then there's another one that we're leaving out on the bottom. But this is just your basic, regular, cheap melamine style board. We're going to engrave this on the laser and do our custom logo. So we're going to dial in some settings real quick and get this prepared. But this is the one benefit of owning a Thunder laser. If you did not have one of these, how else are you going to brand this, right? It'd be very hard to do that. You could probably do some type of marker print or spray paint, something, but here we can customize it, get some very clean, crisp detail with the RF laser, and then have it ready to go. So let me show you how we're going to do it. We'll get started right now. So the first thing I want to do is get some dimensions. So we've got 20 3/4 by 6. So we're going to input that into Lightburn. So this is the design we're going to be using. It's about 6 inches, but we want to create a box so that we know what our dimension is and make sure that it's centered. So the width was 20 3/4, so 20.75 by 6. So that is our actual frame there. Now we can take our design and we can center that. We'll group it all. Just because I know that there's a little bit of a dome, we could even catch the sides, which the sides are about 1 3/4 inches. So you can see here, this would be our design. This is what we got. Now that we have that, we can actually make it a little bit bigger if we wanted to, but I think that looks good. I'll probably eliminate California. Doesn't need to be in there. So this is our design. Group all this together. And again, center that vertically. And that's it. So this is going to be a total of about 6.45. You know what? Let's just take that to 7. We're going to lock the ratio at the top and make the width 7. There we go. So 7's good. Again, just make sure we're centered. All right, that's what we're going to do right there. So we'll take this back to the machine now, set up the power settings in Lightburn up here, and then we're good to burn this. Okay, so we've got our speed settings equivalent because I couldn't find 60 watt RF settings on Thunder's website. They have 55 watt RF, which I don't get, but we're basically, since the 60 watt is equivalent to 100 watt glass, we're going to replicate the glass. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to frame this out, and I'm going to make this really easy by using our magnet bars. So we have our magnet bars. We'll set that there. That way I've got something to set this against. And then what we're going to do is make sure on the bottom, we want to make sure this beam runs across the whole edge. Okay, I can bring this up just a bit. That's going to be it right there. So that's pretty much centered. And then I'm going to use one more magnet bar, and I'm going to put that right here, just so that we have something straight to gauge. That way I can put that right against the edge. And now I know if I'm lined up with the edge of this bar, then I'm lined up with this corner over here. So let's bring this back. We can now frame this It'll actually frame the dome if you want to frame the dome, just to make sure. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and hit go. We'll start the project. We're not doing any cutting. Here goes nothing. So what we'll do when this is done, we're gonna hit the actual small text again till we get it black, so that we give some two-tone separation here. We'll leave the LaserHyde white and the lines white, and then the Longhorn logo, that'll be black. So we'll have a two-tone white-black design here. It'll kind of go really well with the highlights in the wood, and that'll be how we finish this off. So we'll separate these two, the text and the horns, as a separate design. That way we can run those either 2 more times or 1 more time and get some really cool looking depth to those. And then we're going to do a kiss cut and outline the actual design with a kiss cut, where we lightly burn the outside of the text and add a lot of dimension to it. Yeah, that looks really cool. And now it makes it look like it's my sign, right? Like, I'm going to put this on my thing. People are going to come up. They're going to see our hats displayed on it. They're going to see the logo right there. If you wanted to, we'll probably add a QR code here. I don't think that'd be a problem. Add a nice little QR code. People can scan that. They can shop. They can go to your website. You know, even if you just had this displayed right in the front, people can scan that from there and be able to go to your website. Okay, so I'm going to separate these two designs real quick in Lightburn, and we'll run it again. All right, I kicked it up to 50. 50 seems to be doing the trick. Okay, so we're doing a second pass on the text and the horns. We're running this one at a higher speed. So what we just did was 400 at 50, but now we're going to 500 speed at 40% for the second pass, and then that'll be good to go on that. So here we're kiss cutting the outside of the LaserHyde, and what it's doing is just burning a slight outline. All right, I think I'm good with that. Let me clean this up. Just gonna use a little alcohol. All right, you guys, there it is, custom branded, top piece now for our booth, and anywhere else we go to other craft shows, trade shows, we can take this with us to display our merch. Very easy to do. I'll put a link in the description to this rack. I like it because it separates in 3 pieces. So it's gonna make it very easy to travel with me. And this is gonna go right behind a table. So we'll have a table in front of it. This goes behind it. That way people can look at the hats while they're at the table. So very cool. You can do this yourself. We showed you how to pull variable colors. 14 to 18% gave you white. And then you could probably go 230s or 240s to get the dark engraving on this, but now you got a 2-tone custom print here. Very, very nice. And we were able to do it with our Thunder Nova Plus with the 60-watt RF too. So cool stuff. But not knowing what those settings were, I literally had to guess today. So hope this helps. Get the branding, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Peace out.